Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure and welcome back to the Transport Fever Peninsula. And we're looking at Stone Island, which we've been working on for the last couple of episodes. And this is one of those traditional evolutionary flyby kind of a thing, kind of a deal. You know what I should have done? What should you have done? I should have backed it up to the point where there was nothing on the island and done like a three-way evolutionary video fly past Fandango thing. Oh, that would have been nice. Yeah, you're going to do it? No, I'm not. I'll save that for a Tracks and Beats as we head towards the end of the series. Oh, that sounds like fun, doesn't it? I don't know. Does it? I don't know. Anyway, we're well over halfway now through the development of the map, and it's coming along. It's, you know, there's room for improvement here, there, and everywhere. And as I mentioned last time around, I could get well stuck in all over the place. But if I were to do that, the frame rate would die a death horrendously. Anyway, I don't know why we're looking at this island, other than I said what we would do, because today we are going back to the mainland and we're going to be placing in a brand new passenger setup. Yes, we are. Right, let's do a bit of a swoop in. So obviously we're looking at the mainland here, and we're heading towards this area here, this kind of semi-smooth patch. I don't recall having smoothed this out, but I clearly have done. Don't know why, don't know when, but it was around this area where on the original Peninsula map you had what was referred to as the Holy Trinity of Caprica City, Mos Eisley, and Sherma. So today we're going to build Sherma and Mos Eisley and Caprica City, and because they're in very close proximity to one another, which made for a very easy kind of passenger route setup. And what I'm thinking is that we'll stick Sherma out here, right? Yeah, and then we'll stick Mos Eisley in the middle here, and then Caprica will go right to this edge, and then we'll run a very small little commuter line between those three. Now, what I've not looked at actually is the elevation change. I think we'll be all right. Obviously, I'm going to go to town with a bit of smoothing, but this is not going to. Well, I say smoothing. It's going to be flattening. We're not even mucking about with smoothing. We're just flattening the whole area. Makes it easy peasy. Now, I mean, we've had discussions in the past about you're doing something very challenging if you're just smoothing out the entire area before placing anything. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, this is a very easy way to play, but that's the way that we're playing it this time around. Yeah, it is. I've done all kinds of, you know, manhandling the landscape using naught but money, but this time around, no, we're manhandling the landscape using naught but cheating, which is perfectly fine. Yeah. Right, now, just pick a level and stick to it. There you go. Right, that'll do for me, the base part of this city. But I would quite like to get kind of a second tier. That looks about right. There you go. Yeah, that feels good. Because I'm enjoying having this kind of tiered stuff going on pretty much everywhere, actually. And that's down to the original landscape. As to why we're ending up with tiers going on. What I haven't mastered, or even come close to mastering yet, is the transitions between those tiers. It always looks a little bit forced, and I think it's possibly because I'm going too high with secondary tiering. But I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, maybe I shall. Maybe today will be the day I stumble across something that doesn't look quite as awful. We'll see. I just don't hold your breath. I suspect this one's going to look as wretched as usual. Anyway, you know, that looks all right. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously man-made. The challenge to all of this is going to come from when we try and connect this kind of three-piece city network up to anything larger, which is obviously what we're aiming to do. Now, the problem you get is if you're wanging in 8 tracks, say, right, you've got 8 platforms at your station. The passengers we're talking about here. Goods is an entirely different kettle of fish, and arguably it's a little bit easier as well. But let's talk passengers, right? If you've got 8 lines coming into your passenger station, that's not high enough. Then unless you're going to do duplication of service, in which case some of them will be empty, then you're going to end up with, well, you need 8 different destinations. Even routes that skip a station and then, you know, so you head through kind of a suburban area into where you're heading, it still ends up with unoccupied trains, and that doesn't work for me, friends. No, it really doesn't. We want diversity of locale that places are heading to, abso-flippin'-lutely. But at the same time, those services you've got to go. You know, they do have to pay for themselves, and so therefore they need passengers on them. Now, if I wanted to put a whacking great, the reason I mention this, perhaps I should have kicked off with this bit, but never mind. Yeah, the reason I mention it is when I ran this on the original Peninsula map, we ran with 6 passenger lines running through the centre of the three amigos, and I struggled to find anything to fill them with, because gaining access to other parts of the map to bring other tracks in was not straightforward, and that's one of the things we're going to try and solve today. Is it? Well, no, it's not. We're going to make a nod in that direction, though. So here we go, 3 cities worth. I don't know, it looks all right. By the time they're populated, the fact that I've smoothed the heck out of all of these edges should disappear. It should do. Anyway, right, we're going to put 2 larges on the outside and then a huge in the middle. All right, so slap this one in here. Go on then. Show me your worst. Southwood and Ferrers, I doubt it. And then another one here. Lovely job. Harrington. And then one more in the middle. Let's put it nearer the plateau so that the plateau gets some action. There you go. Yeah, that's come up nicely. Now, once they're connected up, these are going to grow like billy-o. This is going to, you know, they're going to have no problem in growing. It's mostly, you know what I need here? Is it a bendy station? I need a bendy station. I don't have a bendy station mod. No, you don't. No, I could have also. I could have worked out in advance what goods I wanted them to get, but I didn't. So we'll take what the hand that we've been dealt. Right. So this is Schirmer. And then next door to that we have Mos Eisley. Yeah. Wretched and Hives and all of that business. And then over here we've got Caprica City. Okay. Now, this is about as simple a build as you're going to get, really. But it'll work out well, and more importantly than that, we are going to try and connect it up as far as we can. So Mega City 1, for example, it's yelling for connections of this kind. We can run a route because you've got the Mega City 1 station there. Now I think we're planning on a route that heads out towards this kind of spit of land over here, and that in itself is another route that runs through this 3-piece. But from Mega City 1, we could probably branch into, I don't know, we could come into Mos Eisley, or we could come around the edge and go into Schirmer. I think going into Mos Eisley is probably the better way. So that would be one. Maybe if there's another one, we come up that way and go straight to Caprica. That works, cut out the middleman. And then Raccoon City, we could come up this way as well. City 17 possibly lends itself towards something like that. I don't know. I want to make it as complicated as possible. Yeah, for the sake of it, largely. Yeah, that's all right. No, you can say you're just doing it for the sake of it. And I kind of go, I rather am. Just to try and get enough stuff running through it. Now, I wonder. So we're here at Schirmer, as you can see. The first thing that kind of popped into my visual cortex there was this plateau here. We could stick a rail station on there, which gives it good access to whatever happens down here. I don't even know if anything's going to happen down there, but I've said it would, so maybe it will. The only concern I have there is that is going to be at a very severe height compared to MC1. So maybe Sherma cannot connect directly to anywhere else that is kind of south of here. It doesn't stop it doing something flamboyant out that way, I suppose, but why wouldn't you just take normal route and do it like that? Don't know. No, I don't know either. I'm going to go with that because I think it might lend itself towards doing something interesting with this middle bit and connecting the top of the town with the bottom of the town. Might just make it incredibly difficult. Who knows? Regardless, this is only ever going to be a through station. It's not going to be a terminal, so it can have 2 platforms and it will like it. Yeah, I'll just keep it simple. We'll go 240. What are we thinking electrified-wise? We're gonna keep electrification on. I don't know what I'm going to run on here yet, but given the age we're in, I think electrification is a perfectly reasonable notion. Right, okay, stick a little platform passenger type building entrance sort of deal over here. Yeah, asymmetry. Love a bit of asymmetry. Yeah, okay, all right, just leave it like that for now. Well, okay, well you've set your direction up there, so we're gonna swing through here, and then swing back again out the other side. Very tempted to just slap it in the middle and then curve round, but it's a really inefficient route. Yeah, your angle of attack here is not offering you a lot of choice. Yeah, I know, but does anybody care? Yeah, I care. Right, okay, so Mos Eisley has the potential for greater connectivity. Megacity 1 comes in. Yeah, so that makes 3 platforms. Yes, City 17 comes in. Oh, that makes for 4 platforms. So 2 that go through and 2 that stop. Do I need more than that? It's possible, but I'm going to say no for now. And Will Park, I want that kind of angle. All right. Well, I'm just going to bung it in for now, and then in a minute I'll figure out how to make that slot in with a grid that is at what's that? About 32-degree angle compared to the station. It'll be okay. Don't you worry. Don't you worry about it. Right. We'll stick a nice big station building on that side. That's good too. Now I hear you cry. But. And you'd be right. The but in question is, of course, freight. What is the plan? What are you going to do about that then? I'll figure it out. I'll work it out. Maybe the freight is a separate installation. I'm working out Caprica while talking, you see. Multitasking. It's a thing. Yeah, so maybe I then expand my passenger stations later on to have a freight build in there as well. I don't like doing it because in most kind of metropolitan kind of environments, you don't have freight being unloaded at a major passenger station. In a more rural setting, that's certainly plausible. But it doesn't feel quite so natural in one like this. Now, is Caprica going to be our big hookup, do you think? Yeah, because it's got the most potential activity going that way. Yep. And you get Raccoon City as well. Probably Alpha Complex, although since Alpha Complex already goes to Raccoon City, you wouldn't bother. Okay, all right. Well, look, I'm going to make this a 6, and then we'll aspire to make it work. Nothing like a good bit of aspiring, I've always said. Right, get rid of that bit. Yeah, slap it in on here. Right. So the 3 prophets of doom here are going to be... it's a wiggler. It's a bit of a wiggler that links them all together. But I don't think it's going to end up looking that bad, actually. I think it will look okay, because obviously we've got a curve going around there, and then you've got a lesser curve doing that one. That's all right, isn't it? Yeah. Now, are you going to be running anything more northward in? Well, if I put a city up here in the mountain... Ooh. Yeah, okay, right. So that could come in on platform 1, which means I want you two coming in from 2, 3. Yeah. That's just something I decided. We didn't have anything up in the mountain last time round, but what the heck? No, let's let's be ambitious. Right, let's put 400 mile an hour, 400 kilometer per hour track on here. Right, I'm going to fan that out that way so that I've done it. Don't know where it goes yet. Don't know why. Well, it goes up that mountain. Yes, it does. But we don't know why. We don't know what it is that lies up the mountain that's so dashedly keen to get up there. But we'll work it out. Okay, and then you're coming in this way as well. Okay, well, we'll start out eyeballing it, gradually narrowing the distance, and then we'll... That looks rubbish. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I'll tell you what you could have done, because it works really well. Okay, all right, here you go. Pro build tip. Stick a bit of track in the middle. Yeah, this is not a new trick. Shut up. Somebody might think it's, I'd never thought of doing that. And therefore, you go like, I should keep watching this guy. He clearly knows everything. Yeah, that's right. And then you do a bit of that. And then they're equidistant. Yeah? Yeah, that's great, isn't it? I'll just hush and just get on with it. Right, okay, so coming round over here to Mos Eisley, we're going to come through on 3, 4 on here. Now, I've put a 400 kilometre an hour limit on here. We're not going to get anywhere near that. And then you come out this way. There you go, you got your merging. You're up to 200 kilometres an hour. I don't think I've even got anything in my Shinkansen. Yeah, but this is a commuter belt job. You don't bung a Shinkansen on a little commuter belt job. They're going big distances. That's why they go so fast, so they can get through those big distances in sometime in the modern era. I suppose that's fair. Right, okay, and then keep running you around here. Hello there, people who've built your houses. I don't know what's going to happen to you, but we're about to find out. There you go. That's gone around there like that. Yeah, okay, that's turned out all right. Okay, good. Now, this is not all we're going to do. You see, look, I've just had a quick glance at the old recording time clock there, and I've gone like, you know what I could do, and that's I could run a train up from somewhere else, and then we'll have that going for us as well. Okay, and then we'll do a little. I'll tart up the stations. Another time, but I think getting the connections going, getting some trains running, that's a compelling proposition for any modern viewer of television entertainment or visual entertainment. Right, okay, so there we go. That's it. No turnarounds on there at the moment. I'm probably going to need to stick a diamond at each end, or at least a single switch to get them back on going the right way. Which rather says to me that Sherma should have 3 platforms and one of them should be a turnaround. Yes. Have you done that, though? Not as such. No. Right, what have we got coming out here? So, Raccoon City is... I've already carved out this bit of gully to run up, and I think that might be jolly good fun. But it rather suggests that gully does not lead up to Mos Eisley. Could it lead to Sherma? Not Sherma, Caprica. It could do, but you're going to do the whole thing underground. I think it goes somewhere else. Yeah, I think it goes somewhere else as well. Then it probably goes somewhere else. But that's not to say that that's the only thing it can do. If we head over to Megacity 1... Hello. This is... there we found a volunteer. All right, okay, good. Now, you, come here. Let's see where you can get to. Right, if you go like this, it's all underground the whole way. There's nothing I could do about that, other than hold on, you've got a gully here that you could play with, and it's trying to chuck a cheeky bridge in there. Okay, but if you want to get here, you're going the wrong way about it. Yes. Okay, all right. So, all right, back it up. Let's go for. I think this bit of flat ground here might just work. And I mean, look at the distance we've got below ground. I'm gonna build it anyway and see what happens. I don't know how long it's going to take this to break the surface, if it ever does. We might be okay here. No, look, you're going to have to go all the way to there and then some. Crikey. Well, yeah. Well, crikey is the word. You've got nowhere else you can go. If you're going to get in to this side of Mos Eisley, you're going to want to go a slightly different way. Now, the good news about this is that it's such a long route that you can do nice, big, sweeping curves in order to make it happen. So maybe if we were to try and attach to this end... Go on, you almost had it. Don't crash the game. Yeah, all right, I know. You're pulling a crash the game manoeuvre, and you know it. Clap your hands. No. All right, okay, hold on. We'll do it this way. What about all this business over here? You could swing majestically out this way. That's a terrible idea. What, then swing back in again? I don't think it's that terrible an idea. It's a pretty terrible idea. Yeah, okay, it's a pretty terrible idea. Yeah, it's a pretty terrible idea. I'm not entirely sure this this connection is a good idea in the slightest. Right, what have we ended up with here? One single tunnel. Look, I'm fine with a lot of tunnelling going on in this building project type stuff, but at the end of the day, you do actually want to see the trains that you're running. Yeah, just kill it. There you go. Stop doing that. It's stupid. Yeah. We have plan B. Okay, talk to me of plan B. Well, plan B is clearly to run this around to whatever we have going on out there. Yep. At which point people can change trains and head through the trio of terror. What have we got going on here? This is just freight. It's this is a container port you've got at City 17. That's not City 17. It's Mega City 1. Well, whatever. It is a container port, and thus. Oh, this is the I blundered both of those things into this, thinking, this is going to be a doddle. You know what it isn't? Is it not a doddle? No. I think you have to aim that for Caprica. Yeah, isn't that what you were intending to do? Sort of. I don't want to. No. And an eerie silence filled the room. I don't know what I'm doing. No. Is this a new realization? Oh, be quiet. Dude. What are these other two for? Now, you knew what they were for when you built them, but now you're not so certain, are you? What about Alpha Complex? What about it? Again, it's going to go straight through this mountainside. It'll work, given your unlimited budget. Will it look good? No. Interesting. Now, see, look, now, part of the philosophy of this series was that we skip over the bits where I kind of go, and instead fast forward to the point where suddenly I do know what I'm doing. But no, I'm genuinely stumped. I think that the only way to make this work would be a city halfway up here, maybe, so in these hills, but flattening out, so that you could bring track up there in order to not the challenge. Sorry, I'm knocking my microphone. The challenge that I'm wrestling with is how to avoid having tracks going just through the mountain. I could wind them. Really, do you want to put a passenger helix in? I think want is a pretty strong word, but you know what it would do? It would solve the problem. It would solve the problem. Alright, now, how do you put in a scenic passenger helix here? Well, first off, you back all of this up as much as you can. There's a road there. Alright, we'll leave that bit alone, because, you know, dogs sleeping. Leave them alone. That's what that's the famous saying. Alright, so we're going to come out here like this. Yeah. Is this really the helix you want to make? Well, no, you're going to be hard pressed to make that one work. As much as you've got a peekaboo moment going on there, I think you have to go that way to get the speed up. Yeah, but you're going to lose all that speed again doing this whatever it is you're going to do now. Well, I'm going to do something like that. Yeah, you drop into 30. Yeah, it's going to look nice though. How nice? It's going to look quite nice. It is going to look quite nice. All right, okay. I'll let you drop to 30. As much as everything in my wits says, why? You're just building grand for the sake of building grand. Yeah, are you new to the series? Because that's what we've been doing all along. Is largely flamboyance without purpose. Yeah, you've got a bridge pillar collision. Yeah, I have. How about that? You know what that looks? Wrong. Yeah, I was going to go with unstable. I think you're putting quite a lot of stress on your beams there, although that is a winner. I'd like it to have legs. I'd like it to be, you know, I might not ask it to be grey. It needs to be supported. You've got to have a support underneath that. Yeah, what about that? That's very tasteful, but at the same time, oh, that I like that even more. You'd still want something under there, though, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? Where have we gone? Just ease back a bit, right? Go back to the menoir here. Now, the way you can, some of these will comply with you. So if I stick a viaduct in, and I know it's clipping at the moment, you can use these to change the top, but it doesn't work on all of them. I think it's just this one that it works on. Really? Yeah, I've seen it do it. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. All of these are quite nice, aren't they? Yeah, they are, but you're not going to use any of them because they're unsupported. Oh, yeah. Okay, all right, find someone that does have support. Yeah, that's it. Well, if in doubt, go dull. Yes. Yes. I don't think anything you're doing here is going to resolve the problem of that road. It will if I back it up. Okay. All right. What about that? You know what? I like that. It's because it's simplistic. Okay. All right. Let's back you up a little bit until this pillar shifts into a place where we can actually do something. There you go. See, just like that. And you've got a pillar there, and I'm hoping there's a pillar under where that menu is at the moment. Is there? No. You've got one here and one there. I think that works. Why do you think it works? Because I want it to work. Okay. All right. Put it in then. All right. This is a bit of a steep incline we've got going on here. Also, where are we now? You want to face that way? Ah, yes. Okay. Right. Here we go. On we go. All right. Now, obviously, this is all going to be double tracked. Is it? Wouldn't it be fun, though, to constantly have a train either going up or down there on a single track? Why would you think these things? It depends how many trains I'm running, right? If I'm running loads of trains, then you're constantly going to get that action going on. But if I'm just running a couple of trains, then yeah, all right, having them back up against each other is kind of interesting. We're going to stick with that bridge style on the way up here, just so you know. All right, okay, we've got ourselves a little bit above water. We're not going to stay that way though, unless I keep coming this way a bit. It's all right, brace yourself. I've got something of a plan. You know, it's in a formative kind of. There you go. See, and I almost did it. There you go. It's done it there. All right. Okay. Yeah. You're not really getting the most out of this this relatively high speed track that you're going with. I would say I'm not getting anything out of this relatively high speed track that I'm going with. Well, oh, hold on. You got a canyon over there. Let's go and stick a head out of that. Now you really are just being silly, aren't you? No. No, this is... Look, it's all going in broadly the right direction. We're trying to maintain speed wherever possible. It's all going flipping uphill, which makes it horrible for a train in the first place. And we don't need to be this high up, so we can go down a bit. There you go. Yeah, get as far as there. And then we can come in as originally plotted and or schemed. All right, what's the height we need to be at here? Don't go up any higher. Okay. All right, now roll. Oh, the adventures that are occurring. Where's the station? Here's the station. All right, which side do you want? I think it's that side. All right. Well, do you want to check so that you know which side it is? Yeah, but I'm going to get really confused because we twist round and loop back on ourselves and all of that kind of business. You've built a roller coaster, but I think it's okay. Right, we're going around on this side, so that's the outside. That's the outside. That's this side. Yeah. I think they call that left. Okay, we're going to the left of the track. All right. We haven't managed to solve the problem here. No. And I think the next time I do one of these, what I'll do is I'll take the time to actually terraform the gully or the approach that it takes, the route that it takes, in order to facilitate as scenic and yet plausible a track plan as possible. Now, what did you come up with as far as a notion with regard to the sorter helix that you've got going on? I didn't. I think I am, though, leaning towards single track. I think you should do. Yeah. For a couple of reasons. The first of which being it'll look good. The second of which would be you're not going to run that much traffic, so you don't need double track. But since we're not in the market for saving money particularly, it doesn't really matter. But no, the other one is what? Well, this is quite a lengthy section, so if we do end up with trains bunching up in any way at all, it will space them out. That's a flimsy reason. Yeah, it is. And you know what? I like that better. I like that better too. But there's nothing to stop us doing the merger when actually inside a tunnel, because that would be out of sight and out of view of that looks horrendous. Oh, you are wise. Many have said so. Frequently they've been wrong, but many have said that. There we go. Right, so this is now single tracked, which means we need to have the single track recombination move here, which is there. Okay, all right, good. But that's two tracks, right? Which means two separate routes, because at the moment this doesn't go anywhere. Oh, hold everything. You've gone the wrong way. Yeah, no, what I should have done here is I should have gone the other way. I should have, when we emerge from here, we want to head into Sherma, because then you could build a nice little loop from Mega City 1 through Sherma out to whatever the heck that is. Yeah, well, I've done it now, so what you going to do? I honestly couldn't tell you. No, I honestly couldn't either. All right, okay, let's... I'm going to leave that at play. There's nothing to stop you doing both, you know. Oh, yeah, that's true. All right, is there a natural junction point we got here? No, you've got another flipping tunnel to play with. What about this tunnel opening? Yes. Okay, all right. Yeah, all right. Let's go on. Go on in. There you go. Go on, just wang it around there like that. That's it. Really, you really are abusing the privilege that building a tunnel gives you. Yeah, I know. But I think it will look all right. Will it though? Yeah, I mean, you're probably in violation of no bad builds, which was rule, I don't know, 3, 2. It was one of the 3 rules that you said you were going to follow here. Yeah. All right, no, sling that on there. It's going to need some magic applying to it to make that work perfectly, but I quite like the idea. Right, let's put in a quick and cheap. It's not going to do it because you're going to the tunnel. See how it's just done it? It shows what you know. Right, let's put a quick cheap one of those in there. Put another one over here, and then we'll run some business. Do you want to back this one up as well? Yeah, I'm going to get all of this running. All right, okay, run it up there like that. Yep, just make sure it goes into the right platform. Yeah, I know, I'm not that new. Yeah, I know, but you act like it sometimes. Okay, right, yep. And then on the way back out, just, I don't know, do a bit of that. Yep. Obviously, this is not how it's going to run eventually, or maybe it will. Who's to say? Well, me, because I'm the one building it. Right, I'm going to put in a crafty, not here, no. I'm going to put in a crafty depot, and then we'll set a lot of stuff in motion. Crafty depot is not going to be long for this world, obviously. Yes. Okay, yeah, no, this is fine. Right, cheap and cheerful, please. Right. Okay, so route 1's pretty straightforward. That's going to be a sherm. You're going to connect this up to some road at all. Obviously, sherm to Mos Eisley to Caprica back to Mos Eisley. All right. Now, some signals should sort that out. Yeah, okay, right, give it a name. That's easy enough. That's just Holy Trinity. Okay, that's the name that it was issued before. It's the name that we're going to go with again. And then another new line, okay, which will be Mos Eisley to Mega City 1. Ooh, bit of franchise crossing there. Yeah, there we go. That's going to come up all right. Yeah, I think it is. Okay, so right, that's got to go much further, because that as a route on its own is not going to pay off for us. Actually, it might do okay. Be quiet, it's not going to work for us. And I'm going to stick a Shinkansen on that for now. So that's MCO to ME. Direct. Ooh. Yeah, I know, that's a zesty name if ever I heard one. Signals. Really? You're spelling it signals these days? Well, I like to innovate, as you know, and I've decided that the English language is one of the ways in which I shall now innovate. All right, stick that on there. You're going to break something. You ready? Not yet. Okay, no, I didn't break anything. I don't believe that. No, I don't believe it either, but it doesn't really matter. All right, and then fling one there and one here. We don't need this many signals. Yeah, I know, but I want to do it anyway. All right, and then put one on there. All right, and then with this tiger here, we'll stick one here and one there, and that should. No, it's got an incorrect platform assignment, consignment, confinement going on somewhere. I'll fix it in a mo. Right, and then out here. Yep, and then stick another one in here. Sure, why not stick two in there? Okay. Any more? Yeah, you've got loads more that you need to place, but carry on. You seem to be having a nice time, so, don't let me stop you. Put one there. Okay, right. So the reason it's done that is because it's obviously going into... Yeah, it's done it here. It's gone into the wrong platform. Now, given that I didn't tell it which platform to go into, I can hardly blame it for that. Now it's doing it wrong. Okay, so from 3, I think you're going to go to 2. I think you're going to go to... No, that's gone to 2. All right, okay. I don't necessarily think that 2 was the right one. Let's have a look. No, you've gone to 1. Oh, I do beg your pardon. That's okay. There you go. Yeah, that's not done it. All right, down to Caprica. Yeah. Stop doing that. Where you're going to go into, the one that you're going into, and then you come back out again. Yes. And on the way back, you do the one that you're doing. Right. So, what have you got wrong? I shouldn't have got anything wrong. Unless it's the wrong platform at Sherma. No. Oh, that's interesting. Why have you not figured that out for yourself? Usually you're really good at these things. So you go from Sherma 2, correct, all right, out here through whatever's on the right-hand side of this. Oh, that's 4. Is it? Yeah. Oh, yeah. See how that's fixed it? Yeah. It's because the big building's on this side, because I'm going to put the big building on that side. And that was not necessarily the wisest thing to do. Right. Just let me put in a bit of road, then we'll set some trains in motion, and then we'll call that a job successfully well executed. You can call it something else if you want to, but I'm calling it a job successfully well executed. You can do one. Right. Fling this. No. We're on straight road here. We don't want straight road. We want a little bit of a curve. Okay. All right. Yep. Keep it curving. Oh yeah. Oh, that's nice. You're not worried about the other side of the station. You have a tendency that there are two ways that you end up dealing with these things. Tendency number one is you leave it till it's far too late and end up bulldozing half the town. True. Tendency number two is you do far too much infrastructure right at the start and then no one ever uses it. It's a fair cop. So which is it going to be this time? Leave it too long then do it later? I see. Okay. All right. It's bold. Well, thanks. Yeah, give me a straight line on that one. Thank you. And then let's actually keep that running straight with... No. That's why I didn't want to do that. Well, fix it first then. Fixed. Right, now put this in. Yeah. Like so. There you go. All right, well, look, at least it talks to the station. That's something, I suppose. But given the size of Mos Eisley, this will build up really quickly because a huge city has monstrous levels of growth opportunity. Now, have we done everything we need to here? Yeah. Just have a quick look at this. Yeah. No, that one's not connected yet. Oh, okay. You're going to need a way of getting your depot service out. I mean, you've got it already. That's great. Right, okay, so let's run some trains, shall we? Right, buy some vehicles. We'll go multi-unit electrics. Oh, let's not run the Shinkansen. Let's run a nice one. How long's that? It's 925 feet. That's longer than my stations. Yeah. All right, well, in that case, let's look at a nice one. Yep, have done. And then sell it. Well, we haven't bought it yet. Oh, okay. All right. Well, TGV. Yes. That's also 925 feet. Okay, what about Shinkansen? So 925 feet. Oh. Well, I'll tell you what, buy one anyway, and if it breaks, it breaks. All right, fair play. Right, and then for the other one, we're just going to run a little two-parter. A little two-parter? Yeah, two of the same thing here. Yes. You know what you haven't got? Enough mods. You haven't got enough mods. All right. We've used the Comeng. Yeah. We've used the ED9M. What, the Russian dance music? Yep, the very same. We could just go with the. I know it's vanilla, but we could chuck the RE 450 up there, or the Mirage. I haven't used a Mirage in ages. All right, use a Mirage. Yeah. Okay, I'll have that. How much do you want? 2, please. Okay, we can sling something more dramatic up it a bit later on, or maybe we leave it intact and that's just what it does. H, holy. Right, good. Let her rip. Let's watch this stuff come out. You know that both these sets of vehicles are vanilla, right? Yeah, I know they're vanilla, but it doesn't really matter. I've not really used them before. I suppose that's true. Yeah, and therefore it's worth the price of admission. That looks like an ICE, you know. Yeah, it definitely does. Despite the fact that I believe it's a Shinkansen. Well, okay. Yeah, all right. Yeah, see, this is where your complete absence of knowledge is not doing you any favours. All right, yeah, we've seen enough of you, son. Go on, get shot. How much too long are you? Other than a lot. It's a lot too long. Okay, well, you're going to break whatever route it is you're on. I want you to know that. You're going to disappoint a lot of people. Not least of all yourself, but I hope it works out for you. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Okay. All right, now, I just need to sling a... see, look, people moving in already. Yeah, they kind of go, trains are coming. I must live here now. All right, yeah. Do some sort of bendy, cornery, connect-up-o kind of a thing here. All right, working on it. There you go. How's that? Yeah, bulldoze that mansion. If they could afford to build one mansion, they can afford to build another one. And then round to this end. Are you connected to anything? Mais non. Okay. Are you French? No. All right. Well, stop just being randomly French then. Okay. All right. That's fine. Just, yeah. There you are. That's good. So the AI has gone, I can't wait. Yeah, give me a connection. I'm going to let the AI continue working with this. There we go. Simple. That's what we've ended up with today. Yeah, we'll ride on. Do you want to ride on with this tiddler to start with? Yeah, all right. Okay, hang on. Camera time. Here we go. I don't think this route's going to be particularly showy, but you never know. What it should be, though, is once it builds up, is it should be busy. I think what we're aiming for here is the busiest passenger area we have on the track. On the map. Whether or not that's the case, time will tell. But I think it's got a fighting chance to be the busiest. And given the size of the city in the middle here, this could grow really quite dramatically, which would be interesting. Yeah, not even joking by much there. Okay. Yeah, no, look, come on, get a tempo. What people don't want is to go like, oh yeah, I'm going to have a lovely time waiting in a station. That's it, there you go. Now you can slow it back down again. And then, oh, there goes the big fella. It's on the right side of the track at the moment as well. File that under things I hadn't anticipated seeing. Right. Okay, let's talk what's going to change in between this episode and the next one. All right. Well, as far as change, not a lot. As far as development, you know what? That tunnel merger is actually coming out quite well. As far as enhancement, what I'll do is I'll build the infrastructure in these 3 cities, and then I will lay out the 2 cities that we also talked about today. This track merger's not come out so well, though. When you say not so well, what you mean is it's a ruddy horror story. Good. Yeah, so we'll stick the one down on the end of the spit of land that we've got moving out here, and then we'll do the other one up in the mountainside, and I'll do a little bit of decoration, just a little bit, not too much, and then we'll pick up the action from there, where I rather think we're going to be looking at oil. Yeah, I did say it wasn't going to be a spectacular route, and I imagine that's me. That's the big dog having broken there. Yeah, it is. Okay, let's go talk to it. All right. Yeah, I'm broken. Yeah, I know you are. I'm far too long for this. You're saying you haven't got any electricity. That's not true, is it? You've got plenty of electricity. You just can't use it. However, okay. Yeah, all right. Oh, it's all right. No, look. I'm going to put in something disgusting here. I'm also going to have to go raid the mod workshop. That much is very clear. Yeah. There you go. Even if we only end up running the same trains, doesn't really matter. I want moddable versions. I'm £500 million down this year, you know. Yeah, well, you did build quite a lot. I did build quite a lot, you're not wrong. Okay, right. Hop on. Up tempo. Clear off. I've been Colonel Failure. Thank you very much for watching. I'll be back soon with the next episode that will have a striking resemblance to this one. I don't know how well this is going to look, you know, because it's a long way downhill in a tunnel. Alright, don't look at it too closely, you'll get giddy. Thanks for watching. Cheerio. So the big problem with the Holy Trinity is that they're not that far from one another, so the likelihood you make any money is pretty remote. However, where they come into their own is because they're close together, you're going to be getting a massive throughput of passengers, and that will fuel the growth of those cities really, really strongly. Great. But it's where they fit into the network. That's the bit that's going to make the difference. That weird route coming up from Megacity 1, I'm not thrilled with it. But it is what it is. It is potentially going to be interesting. The other thing I think I could probably do is anything that is going to link up with the proper high-speed stuff, put bigger stations in. And then have smaller stations in between that they can't stop at. You see, that's what they do in the world. It'll never catch on. Anyway, I'm going to bang in 2 more cities before we get to the next episode, because it's just more of the same. And sort these routes out so that it looks like I think it should look. And then do a bit of, internal town connect up and all that kind of business. And then we'll be done. Yeah, it'll be good. Yeah, it'll be good. I'll see you there. Yeah, okay. I'll see you there. All right. Nice one, brother. I'll talk to you later.